Oh.
There's a problem that is facing many Americans to date that, whether it be themselves, their brothers, sisters, family members, or even friends of family. And this epidemic has surpassed some major diseases on the CDC watch list, like leukemia and other types of cancers. And even though there are groups or organizations that are out there to help enforce or try to cure this epidemic, there seems to be no real solution for today and for our future friends or family. And just let me ask you a question. I know this is asked a lot. So how many of you have friends or family members that are in the education, like elementary school system, like K through 8? Yeah? You can, yeah, okay, cool. Well, unfortunately, their health is being jeopardized each and every day that we sit and do nothing. And this epidemic has taken over our nation's children and adults, and it cannot go on any longer. The epidemic I'm referring to is obesity. Now, I know that this topic has been talked about ad nauseum in the media, in reports by other college students in our GE classes, and it's a major topic for me for my semester, apparently. I've done a lot of research throughout the semester. I've written like about 3 papers on childhood obesity, as well as I am in a survey of children's literature class that can actually help in my proposition. And I have some ideas that might be a solution to help the future health of our loved ones. And what I would like to enact into our public, private, or any other learning facility that houses K through 8th grade students is to enact a policy that will bring physical education into an actual classroom setting rather than 40 minutes outside, go play. The first thing I would like for you all to know is why we even need a policy in place. American children are gaining weight at an alarming rate. Since the 60s, according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, the percentage of Americans 6 to 11 years old who fall in the CDC's obese category classification for children has almost quadrupled. The fraction of adolescents in this category that are considered the highest in obesity have skyrocketed from 4.5% in the 60s to 19.2% in just 2008, so that number has probably gone up since then. Now, we see an increase in obesity, but we also see a decrease in physical education in the elementary school system. I know that my younger cousin only works out or goes out and plays for 40 minutes every week. That's it. And the study called Don't Sweat It found that Texas County elementary school students who are vigorously active 3 minutes and 24 seconds out of a 40-minute total class time. And this level of exercise is common among most elementary school systems across the country. And according to a study done in 2000 by sports researchers Ken Hardman and Joe Marshall, an estimated 26% of PE classes in the United States today fail to comply with state regulations. And even if they do fit the state regulations, there are many teachers that fail to motivate students who want to exercise. So you end up in this never-ending cycle of kids going out to play, but they don't want to, and then that enforces through years of the same exact ideal of I don't want to go work out, causes obesity in the future. I speak from this from experience. I hate working out. The U.S. Department of Education has criticized PE too for consisting of roll the balls out and just let the kids have at it. But this unstructured and unmotivated class time involving little to no vigorous activity cannot continue because it's basically harming our future loved ones. And you're probably wondering why this affects you now. And I was wondering the same thing when I started the research for one of my other classes. But I happened upon a very, at the right time, at the right place, it was crazy. I happened upon WALL-E. I watched WALL-E, the Disney movie. And if any of you don't know that, there's a ginormous subplot in the entire movie where humans have, through technology, destroyed the Earth. They live in a spaceship, and they brought the technology with them. And because of that, they can no longer walk on their own. They have to use hovercraft to get everywhere, and they can't walk. And it's really unfortunate. And I started to think about my future. I want kids. I know that a lot of people that are close to me want kids as well, that I would become close to. And I'm pretty sure that some of you who want kids in the future want them to be healthy. And so obesity in children might not affect you personally now, but it can. And it could take away loved ones by obesity causing diseases such as heart disease or diabetes or even cardiac arrest. So the solution I've come up with that I hope to instill at my old elementary school system, which I already have sent a letter out to them last week, is to incorporate physical exercise into the into the actual lesson plan for an everyday. And this will create a teacher-controlled environment that will have every student get up and have something fun to do so they want to go out to exercise. And it'll also be a cost-effective way because these lesson plans will be little to no money. Now, how much time needs to be allotted to this education, this physical educational environment that I suggest? The National Conference of State Legislatures, or the NCSL, states that 30 minutes of active physical play a day can help control weight, build bones, muscle, joints, reduce symptoms of anxiety, depression, can enhance feelings of well-being, and may even help students in learning outcomes. Now, the reason why I haven't talked about nutrition or anything like trying to help people lose weight by eating healthy is because in an educational system, you can't control what they eat outside, but you can control what they do in the classroom. And for example, one of the lesson plans, just so I can get the ball rolling, one of the lesson plans that I have thought of is, in my 3rd grade, we had a unit plan that was strictly for Harry Potter. And we had math assignments, and we had history assignments that all were geared around Harry Potter and the month of October. And so what I was thinking is that you could instill a 30-minute lesson plan of Quidditch, where you use balls that have already been used in baseballs, basketballs that you already have on campus. And this will be added as a sub-lesson, and it will teach group sportsmanship, coordination, and of course exercise. This will regulate and be a new creative way to entertain, teach, and work out students. And you can have tournaments in other classes that are in the same grade level, thus making it not only one lesson plan, but an entire lesson plan through the month of October. And this is just one example of what you could actually do with a lesson plan. It's really up to the teacher themselves who are making lesson plans already. And the best part of it is that because of the fact that we are already using pre-found materials and other things like that, you don't have to buy expensive exercise equipment in order to get the kids to be active. So you don't have to buy the Xbox 360 and have kids play Dance Dance, which is happening in Missouri right now. You don't have to buy a whole bunch of yoga balls so that all the kids can stretch. Instead, you just need to keep it fun and relative to the subject matter at hand. So, in summary, I have told you about the problem of obesity that we face as a nation is not small and it won't go away on its own. That we need to actively change the way we enforce physical education in the school system. And now is the time to act before it's too late. I would like to see every one of you that has a loved one or has someone that they care about that's in the educational environment, or if you are planning to have kids in the future, to go to your school, to go to a school that's close to you, whether emotionally or just relatively. And I want you to go and ask the teachers, what are they doing to help physical education expand? And if they are fitting in the case samples that I talked about earlier, then just ask me for my email. They can. I have a proposition. I have a 10-page proposition out. I'm willing and able to help anyone who wants to take this opportunity. And frankly, I don't want my loved ones to die when I have the opportunity to help. I don't want my child's child to be that person on that spaceship. So please, help me fight this.